I have a massive beef with school. Good grades, good university, good job, good money does not equal good life. What you seek isn't money, it's freedom. The freedom trifecta. Time freedom, location freedom, and money freedom. You've been lied to and misguided to dump your one and only life down the toilet to serve someone else's purpose. I'm gonna break it down into 3 parts for you. Go into Google and search for "school makes me." The search results are tragic and relatable at the same time. School makes me depressed, school makes me feel stupid, hate my life, depressed, miserable, anxious, feel sick. So apart from school's questionable ability to set you up for a brighter future in the 21st century, apparently it makes everyone want to shoot themselves in the head. The American education system is based on the Prussian education system from about 150 years ago, which was designed to train Prussian military to think very robotic, to mainly just take orders from authority, and to just be a worker bee essentially, which, again, understandable. The majority of society has to fall under that role, or else the pyramid structure of our world wouldn't work. School doesn't really give you the setup to be curious. It's more of a cookie cutter kind of system to lead you down one streamline. You get in trouble. You can't ask your partner for the answer on something. It's more of a solo mission on trying to figure things out, when the entire society that we have built has been built on collaboration, has been built on asking other people to help you with things that you don't know. School teaches you to only think within the box, to only follow orders. Don't ask for answers from someone else if you don't know the answer to that. The modern education system of America is built on a system built for factory workers 100 years ago. It's designed for you to be a worker bee. It's not designed for your personal fulfillment and success. In conclusion, the cookie cutter formula of good grades, to get to a good university, to get a good job, and to get good money isn't the ultimate formula for success and fulfillment. Earth is the greatest classroom because it puts you in so many different environments and pushes you outside of your comfort zone into unfamiliar zones that force you to grow and force you to expand your mind. And you are in the most literal form in the real world. But don't be a vacationer. Be a traveler. Travel to explore the millions of different worlds that exist outside of your small hometown bubble. Like Anthony Bourdain said, travel isn't reward for working. Travel is education for living. There's more to be learned about living a successful and fulfilling life. Walking the streets of Spain and realizing that these small towns in the countryside of Spain with an old town charm to them give you a sense of home and coziness and give you this feeling of a fulfilling day-to-day life you didn't even know could make you feel fulfilled. I think this is a perfect example of this cozy village kind of feeling. It quite literally feels like I have time traveled to the 1500s, and this isn't even bought with money. You get this by being in a different place. This isn't money. This is just location. People in this small town make less than us Americans, and they have a way better quality of life than we do. Spain was my first love when it comes to travel, realizing that there are different worlds on the same planet. When you see different kinds of buildings, different kinds of people, hear different languages, different ways of dressing, it expands your mind on what is possible in life and what your life could be outside of your little bubble of your hometown. You realize there's more to be learned about living a successful and fulfilling life when you walk the streets of Europe and you realize that you never even thought about how walking the streets of a museum beautifies your thoughts. We have such a low standard of beautiful cities to live in America, and you realize that you didn't even have an appreciation for the standard of living in a beautiful place as an item on your checklist of things that make you live a fulfilling life. I'm walking the city center of Madrid in Plaza Mayor. I just realized I didn't even think about what these buildings even are. It's just a cool square. Then I look up at these buildings right here with the lights on. People live here. This is this is someone's view outside of their apartment every single day. How beautiful is that? Do you see this 500-year-old castle built by the Spaniards behind me? How fucking cool is that? As I roam the lands of different countries, different societies, I realize everyone has a different definition of living a successful life. There's so much to be learned from wandering the streets of different societies. You take everything in and then you compare it with where you came from, and you start to realize, wow, I didn't even think of this as a factor into living a happy, successful, fulfilling life. Get an understanding of the European mind, get an understanding of the Middle Eastern mind, get an understanding of the Asian mind, and come to your own conclusion on what you think equals a successful, fulfilling life. 5K a month or 50K a month? Would you rather make 5K a month from your phone and be anywhere in the world at any time doing whatever you want? Or make 50K a month from an office in New York as a banker that can't go to his son's soccer practice at 3:45 in the afternoon because you have to be locked at the office Monday to Friday, and you can't go too far from New York now on Saturdays and Sundays because you got to be back to the office on Monday. Sure, you got tons of money, but you don't have the freedom of time. So money isn't exactly the end goal here, is it? It's just a tool for your desired result, a means to an end. It's like a car with just the wheels. Sure, it's like the most essential part of the car for it to go, but you're still missing a whole lot of other components that make up the car. What you seek is freedom, not money, to go where you want and do what you want when you want. The freedom trifecta is the exact formula you are seeking to the exact lifestyle you are seeking. An American friend I have that moved from the Bay Area to Madrid in 2025 this year to study was telling me that his expenses at the end of the month come out to less than $1,000, yet he lives among the streets of art. His daily walks to eat, to go to the gym, are basically walking in a museum. Your environment becomes beautified, and it's less than $1,000 a month. The average European makes less than the average American, yet they live a better lifestyle. So clearly, having a lot of money isn't the end goal here. There's more to be learned about living a successful life when you're in Thailand and realize that your $100,000 a year salary in the Bay Area, California is basically just your typical tech bro. But then you take it to Thailand and now all of a sudden you're a millionaire. There's more to be learned about living a successful life in Dubai when you're surrounded by monuments of exceptionalism, like the tallest building in the world, and gazing up and realizing that you are surrounded by people accomplishing excellence. The beginning of a whole new life for you can really begin with just a question. The Disneyland empire was actually started when Walt Disney took a trip to, I believe, Denmark to go check out an amusement park, and his one curiosity that created the Disneyland we have today was him walking around and seeing the rides and asking, why is it set up in this particular way? Could they be set up in this other way? One curiosity took him to create the empire of Disneyland and what it is today. Boyan Slat, the founder of the Ocean Cleanup Mission, which today is cleaning up our oceans of plastic and garbage, was snorkeling the waters of Greece when he saw some plastic in the water, and his curiosity was, why don't we have a full-scale solution to clean our oceans? And now today he has this new sense of purpose, this new sense of mission and drive to better humanity, clean up our earth, just from asking one question. Go outside, travel, go see what other people's formulas are for a successful and fulfilling life. I'm figuring that out myself right now, so I'll be traveling in a circle around the entire planet and sharing the life lessons I learned along the way. Show you my journey of personal growth, entrepreneurial growth, spiritual growth, and for you to take some ideas of where you would like to go grow, to go learn. School f***ing sucks. Earth is the greatest classroom. Life begins with a question. Stay curious.